When your old career gives you lemons, throw in some ice, mix in some vodka, and call it a podcast. From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport and driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Welcome. Thank you for getting your pod on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word. It's Monday. Kevin's here. He's got his some Penn State hockey gear on.
Out of the Frozen Four, baby.
That
was a great game last night.
There's a hockey on. There's hockey.
College hockey was on last night.
Matt Reese is here.
Hockey's still a thing?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh.
And the college ranks.
Oh.
Like they do at the colleges that do well in hockey, like RIT, it's huge. Well, they did once or twice.
Times. Yeah. So it's big until they get to the NHL. Then it's almost as bad as the NBA.
Why does nobody? I don't understand. We got a hockey team, a professional hockey team, 90 minutes away, and it's
you got a better team in Rochester.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
they could probably beat the Sabres,
and they do okay, right? Attendance wise,
they're doing all right.
Yeah,
they're having a good season.
Yeah. And back on a Monday.
Yeah.
The Soldier. People were wondering.
Well, you kicked me off.
I did not. I did. You're actually right. I did. That is true. I did call you. I did not kick you off. See, I love the way that, and this is what happens when
you got bumped.
The right does this, the left does this. They spin words,
and then the
right and left spin words.
And you never showed up, right?
I did what?
Yeah, he got bumped for a sponsor. The sponsor never showed up.
Yeah, that's true. It never did at all.
It might have been more that Laura was creeped out by you.
No. Laura is not creeped out by you.
The only reason why Laura would be creeped out by you is because you talking shit because you're in love with her.
Okay.
I played that game before.
What game?
Talking shit about somebody because you don't want anybody else to be friends with her.
Oh, you've done that?
Oh fuck, who hasn't?
I don't know that I ever have.
I think you have.
What? Talk shit about a girl?
No, a guy tell a guy you're friends with a girl.
Yeah.
So you tell her another guy's creepy because you don't want.
Well, I don't think Kevin told her anything. She just heard all the stories.
It's surprising that she's not creeped out by any of the four of us sitting in here with us.
Her creeped out by anybody.
I'm creeped out by her.
I know, right?
That's exactly where he was going.
She might be worse than all four of us.
Well, dude, I had a week because of a conversation last week. Yeah, I'll tell you more off air.
I was going to say, I don't think we could talk.
I don't want to, only because
I still love you.
I still felt bad.
Even when you cry.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I saw a story, and of course, it made me think of Matt. And I'll start with this question for Matt. As an owner and manager and person in charge and running hospitality and restaurants for years, what's the biggest scam people pull to try to get free food?
Oh, they complain about the food.
They just complain about it, and that's it. Like, okay.
But they eat the whole thing.
They'll eat 90% and then say, oh, this was terrible, or this was cold, or
find a coupon from 1997 and try to come in and use it.
Really?
That happened before.
Was there an expiration date on it?
No.
Then there you go. That's on you.
That's still weird.
I would take it. No, I would take it just because it's freaking cool.
But it was asking for something that wasn't even there. I mean, I'm not talking about BTB.
No, just some other place.
Yeah.
It's like people don't realize gift cards never expire.
They never do.
Nope.
Not even for any.
Nope. Maybe 20 years old does not expire.
Some places will take. Take a cut off of it every year.
It is.
Yeah. You're not supposed to do that either.
Yeah. You're not. So this is all like a law or something.
Yeah.
Wow. Just in New York State,
Nobody
federal?
I think it's federal.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd have to check into that to be sure, but yeah.
I want to play this story. It comes from a restaurant in Chicago. But you'll see why I'm playing it.
Yeah.
Once we get,
that's a scam for sure, but that one happens a lot.
What? This one, you know the story?
Yeah, and the girls are from Rochester.
Yeah, and the Bills lately.
Tia Ewing has the latest on the uptick.
Now you see them and now you don't. We blur the video because the trio hasn't been charged yet.
Well, sounded like
you can't miss that distinctive blue wig and the massive tab they left behind.
Blue wig from Rochester.
The server went to the table.
Blue wig.
They asked for the ticket to be split. She left from this table behind me to a few steps away, clicked the button. As she left, they got up one at a time and walked out.
Okay. So these are 3 women from Rochester, went to Chicago to celebrate a birthday, went to a mom and pop, and I think they
They have a
own
few other
4
locations,
restaurants, like 2 different types.
Yep.
This one has another thing, and then there's
This one's
another
called Soul Vibes.
Soul Vibes. That is exactly what it is.
3 days ago, the 3 women from Rochester, New York visited Soul Vibes in the Near North neighborhood to celebrate a birthday and left behind a surprise, an unpaid tab of over $200.
And they actually ran out the door and ran and hid behind a service vehicle that was in traffic.
It's like $262 bill.
So wait a minute. So they asked for the 3 of us are at dinner.
Yeah.
You're the waiter.
Yeah.
Mark wants his bill. I want my bill. Matt wants his bill. You split them.
Yep.
I leave. Mark leaves, and we're leaving him with the camera.
Before you get back, before I
come back from splitting, all three are gone.
Within 30 seconds, all 3 of them were gone. So it was like 10 seconds apiece. They all just walked out the door like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Watch the video.
That was
yeah.
a 70s show episode.
And what's that? It was what?
That was a 70s show episode.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, that 70 show. So they're hiding. So there's probably like an Amazon truck or something out there, like a service truck. But I'm saying, picture that.
Fit right in.
And they're fucking hiding. They're hiding. Like, this is so shitty.
The best part is they make a reservation under their name and phone number.
They decided to dine and dash after devouring chicken wings, Alfredo, and washing it all down with flights of drinks.
That makes sense.
Okay. By the way, if you're going to dine and dash, go for a fillet.
Right.
I mean, do something.
It's a mom and pop. You may not have a fillet.
They might have not thought they were going to do it.
Some kind of
$262. They did pretty good though.
Yeah.
It's almost,
that could be a drink, though. It's
Yeah,
big
that's
city
true.
like Chicago.
Yeah, probably a lot of juice.
Well, they were just.
It's not violent, but it's a crime, and it affects us, and it affects our bottom dollar, and it affects our team members.
They were spotted on surveillance, leaving one by one within 30 seconds of the server stepping away. They also forgot that they signed up on the wait list before being seated, including their name and phone number. And to add insult to injury, they posted this onto social media, thanking the restaurant for the free food while laughing at waitstaff like Chloe Jackson.
I'm here 3 days a week.
Their greedy crime comes with a much heavier cost.
Some places do make the servers come out and pay for those bills, but Fab and Soul Vibes here, they don't make us pay for it. Well, that's really grateful because $300, $400 could really break our bank for that.
That's
day.
illegal.
What is illegal?
You cannot make your server pay for that.
What's the thought?
Is that a state or a federal law too?
Federal.
That's a federal
You cannot make your
What's the thought process behind that? They couldn't control their table.
They think that maybe it's a friend of yours and they're scamming. There's a lot of people that do it, and they let's say it's a cash bill, and they say, "Oh, the person walked out." And they take that. It's a full tip now. It's a $300 tip instead of.
Fuck!
I actually had a girl that would do that. She would void them through the night, or she would keep them throughout the night, and she would void them 5 minutes before she punched out on any cash ticket.
How long did it take you to catch that?
2 nights.
2 nights.
Caught her on the second night.
Yeah.
And she still to this day will refuse she did it.
Really?
Yep.
Does she work
No.
still in hospitality? Not for you, but in the hospitality.
She did for a while, but
Yeah.
she's been blackballed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she did that other
And
place.
she was there a long time. And I had just taken over. I don't know. I think I owned the place a year, and she'd been there like 12. So she was doing this all along.
Yeah.
And then somebody comes along that runs reports, and you got 6 voids at the end of the night equaling $280. You're like, oh, she sends a flag,
Yeah, sure.
The previous owner to us didn't check anything. He was never there. He didn't know what was going on. Not a clue.
That's why he's the previous
Yeah,
owner.
that's right. Exactly. I would not be bothered, and I don't think this restaurant will want to do it, but almost like publicly shaming these people on Facebook. You've got access to everything they have. They left their name, their phone number. They put a social media post up thanking you for the free
Did you
food.
see that video I posted a couple weeks ago of the porn store and the guy's caught stealing a butt plug?
Yes.
And they do like the
Yes.
unsolved mysteries thing?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
those are
We
great.
played that on
I
the
didn't
air.
know they do a lot of those.
I called her. I called them and tried to get them to come on, and she was a little uncomfortable to come on.
Really?
But they do a lot of those.
Oh, it's great.
It is. She uses AI, and it was really funny. That was really funny.
Do you guys handle Dine and Dash just kind of the same way most stores handle it, where if they're leaving, you're not going to confront them, or you confront them as they
I'm confronting.
He's confronting them.
Oh yeah.
chase them down the parking lot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it's an unethical, shitty thing.
Listen, restaurant margins are slim as it is. You got
Right.
a $300 bill you're walking out on. That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
And for what? If they're hungry, ask for a fucking meal. Say you don't have the fucking money. Don't come in and act like a baller and then bail on it.
Oh,
But don't get pissed if you do that and they give you a grilled cheese sandwich and some fries.
Right.
You're not getting the filet and salmon.
Even so, you're getting fed.
Right.
So I got to think that this, like, let's say that happens once a week. That's 4 times a month, which seems like a lot.
I don't think it happens that often.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying to rest.
It probably happens once every couple months for us.
But does that it does? I'm surprised. Actually, I am
it's
at
easier to
BTV.
get out of that place because you can go out the back door of the mall, you can go out the side door of the mall, and you can go out the front door. So you could sneak out of the
Everybody's got cameras now. It's not like they can't.
They don't care. It's New York State. They don't care. No,
I do it every time.
Nothing's
I do it every time I go to Hooligans.
It just seems like such a shitty.
It's a terrible thing to do, but people thrive on it.
Does it? Yeah, I guess there's a bit of a thrill. Does it? It's got to affect bottom line.
Sure.
Wages.
Sure.
I mean, pricing, menu pricing.
I mean, you just gave out that food, those drinks. That server waited on them.
Yeah.
So she's not getting paid.
Right.
She didn't make any money. We didn't make any money. We gave away food. It's, we do enough with charity work and stuff like that, giving away food, that we don't need to be having people steal from us on top of it.
No.
You're 3% margins in the restaurant.
When you're dining and dashing, you're usually not leaving a tip either.
No.
Nobody's leaving a $20 bill on the table.
No, but I do think, like, sometimes it's so funny when I start to see guys like going to watch a game or something, and they leave like a 5 to 10% tip, and it's like they're making a fucking charity donation. Yeah. I go, that's not even.
People do not know.
That is not cool.
No, it's always the ones.
It's written on the thing.
But
now.
The problem is, though, that everything you do now, they want a tip. You walk into the freaking bathroom at a restaurant, you use those things. There's a button. You want to tip us 10%?
Where's that?
I'm just saying.
Oh.
You go to Starbucks.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about here.
If I'm standing, I'm not tipping. If I'm sitting down, if I'm picking up food, I'm probably not tipping. If I'm sitting down at your place, then yes, I'm going to do that.
He comes to the bar. He acts like he's a baller in front of everybody. You know how I'll tip you, girl. I'm gonna tip you so well, and runs her wild, and a baller in front of the other females that are there, and leaves $1 every time. It doesn't matter if the bill is $10 or $100. He leaves $1.
Really?
Yeah. My bartender actually called him out in front of somebody there. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, you're a baller. You had a $112 bill last week, and you left me $1.
What did he say?
He's like, oh, I must have made a mistake. She goes, no, you do it every time. He has not been back since.
Oh, okay.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
But, he gets a couple females around him. He's like, I'll buy you a drink. I'm a big tipper here. They know me.
Yeah, I don't know. I look at this, and we live in a world where people care more about their social media credibility. I mean, you're right. You're getting attention on that.
I would forget the news. Go right to social media. You're right.
Right, because the news doesn't say who they are, doesn't identify them. All it says is, and by the way, great job, Rochester. And Chicago. Chicago's got enough shit going on. We got to be the ones to get called out?
Really?
I mean, come on. Chicago's a mess.
Could be somebody from California or Texas.
How about a tip for the tippers when you're going back and forth to the bar? Like you're not having a server. You go up, you order a beer. $1, $2, or do you give big on the first one and then not the rest of the night? What's the better way to do it?
It depends on it. Are you paying every time?
Yeah.
I might do $1, $2.
Yeah. I'd rather not. I'd rather pay at the end and tip at the end.
Yeah.
And just run a tab.
Because
I'll tell them I'm gonna pay cash at the end, put a card up, whatever I have to do, and then
I just always forget my card. That's why I don't do it. I try not to run a tab because I'll leave.
We don't.
And I'll get the 20% on top.
You give us our card. You give us a card. We swipe it. We give it right back to you.
Right.
It's in the system.
And then that way. But then what happened? Okay, so there's one, right? And to Kevin's point, like people leave and you're drinking.
I know a guy left his card in the Florida bar one time. I had to go pick it up for him. Yeah, it's you.
What?
That was you.
Oh, the floor of a bar.
Yeah.
I thought you said.
I thought it said Florida.
Florida
bar. No, you left it on the floor at a bar. I had to go pick it up for you.
Yes.
And you're laughing. You have no idea what he's fucking talking about.
I thought he said Florida bar, and I'm like,
he probably did that too.
No, I'm going Florida bar. The floor of a bar. Yes, I did drop it, and I left, and then they had it. I called, they had it, and I asked if you would pick it up on your way in. But when people leave, Matt, and they're running a tab, and you swiped it, what happens? Because then they don't tip.
So there's a sign up that says automatic gratuity at 20% when you leave a tab open.
Oh, okay.
As long as you have it posted, you can do it legally.
Yeah. All right. I don't even. It could be anywhere. I wouldn't even see it probably. I mean, no, at most bars. I
don't even think most of the time we do that. We just
It's in the bathroom above Doug's sign.
He's the best bartender in Charlotte.
Right below my team's picture of hockey.
Favorite bartender in Charlotte.
I don't know. I don't know that there was much I don't want to say much interest, but the March Madness, the games have been fun. They've gone the way we thought it was going to go this year, more or less.
It's been all chalk.
Yeah.
NIL.
Yeah, 100%. The one, I mean, Duke, boy, I'll tell you, that Cooper Flag is something.
He didn't play so well there tonight, but
no, he didn't. But
yeah,
I mean, he's,
Houston's going to be a big challenge for them.
Houston looks like a pro team.
Yeah.
I mean, they look scary. They look really scary.
Yeah. Houston, and I'm guessing Florida. It's going to be 2 tough games.
Yeah. But when you're running a bar like BTB and you're showing sports and stuff, you have to have seen drunken meltdowns
Oh, sure.
when teams
Or bad beats.
why are you raising your hand? Did you have a meltdown?
Fuck. Which week?
13 seconds.
Which week?
I watched the Cowboys there. He watched the Bills there.
Yeah,
you've seen some meltdowns.
But you keep it contained. You don't. I'm talking.
It depends how much you drink.
You haven't seen him, so
That's what I'm wondering. Like, do people really lose their shit? And what do you do?
yeah, you just deal
Usually
with it.
they just yell. It's not like they're throwing anything or
Yeah.
starting fights over it.
Right.
The
We have had
13-second game.
You have had that happen.
Yeah.
Was some other fan laughing in their face? The opposing team.
The worst part was it was a Dolphins fan laughing at a Bills fan losing a playoff game, and the Dolphins didn't even make the playoffs. But the guy's just an asshole.
I hate that team.
The Dolphins.
Oh God,
But
their fans want to rip on the Bills for losing 4 Super Bowls, not winning a Super Bowl.
Mhm.
You fucking won a Super Bowl in '72.
yeah.
But they won one.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You won one. You're gonna brag about
Over
a
50 years ago.
50 years
and you
ago.
haven't been back.
Yeah.
I mean, the only person in that division.
Wait.
Unfortunately, they can, but
New England.
it's dumb. They shouldn't. It's like the Cowboys
They
fans
did
saying
go-
they have 5.
They did go to
Yeah, they
one
lost
with
an 8-3
Marino
to Washington.
Yeah.
His rookie year.
Yeah. His rookie year. Yeah, that's right.
And they lost.
Yeah, to Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they lost, but I'm just saying that they got there. The Bills haven't even been back.
Not yet.
Well, they've been back since Miami has, because that was the 90s. The Bills
Yep.
won.
Yeah. So there'll be
What are the years they beat Miami on the way to go?
I don't know, some changes happening, Mark. They're signing guys. I'm
Looks
telling
like-
you, the NFL to me is the league of the underdog. It's all the guys in the later rounds that seem to be signing, sticking around. And I think Danny was saying somebody did a study where early round draft picks versus later round draft picks, and it's almost even as to who's in the league.
People forget there's 7 rounds because they only watch first night.
Yeah. Right. I think after the 6th round, I think
Yeah.
most people,
I
I
don't even watch that far. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you can't watch.
I'll
but
pay attention to who they're drafting.
Sure.
I got guys that I want to see where they go, even in the 4th and 5th round.
Yes.
I've watched
I
and
don't
studied.
think half the teams watched to the 7th round.
Probably not.
They're like, shit, there's a ball game, a baseball game. on.
Last year, I was just hoping we were going to take a running back at some point. And we
Dodgers
didn't.
are playing. Let's watch that instead. They'll call us when it's our turn.
All right. Well, baseball is back. We'll take a moment because baseball's back, and so are the claims of cheating. And it's not just about these torpedo bats, but we will get to all that. BTB Wood Fire Pizza and Grill in the mall at Grease Ridge. Is this a Mexican?
That's a Southwest salad.
Southwest salad. Excuse me.
It's my favorite salad. On
That is a really good
We
salad.
wanted to give you
Cajun ranch
something that
is
you
so
wouldn't eat in like 18 seconds.
No, I didn't.
It's hard to eat that in 18 seconds.
I'm trying to slow it down a little bit. Here.
What are you trying
Take a
to
breath
say?
and taste it.
No, I understand. No, because it does. It's got it. The dressing has a nice little chipotle like punch to it. It's got the corn chips in there, corn, beans, all the stuff. It's fantastic, and big chunks of chicken.
Yeah,
like that's not. You go to some places, you get like half a breast that they cook. No, not at BTB. And then
You get all the breast to BTB.
you get all the breast of BTB. Somebody wrote me saying they went to BTB for brunch on Sunday and absolutely loved it.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
And any reservations available for Easter?
It's getting very limited.
Yeah, I would. I loved what you said last week because I've been to those other brunches, and we were saying this. I think it was the night you weren't here. The eggs get cold, and I've done those. Right,
Yeah.
my mom downstate,
Yeah.
and this is when it's made to order. It's boy, that's something
You're
that people.
talking these buffets are $50 to $90 on Easter.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go eat some cold food. No way.
No.
I couldn't do it.
And then they get pissy when you ask for an extra slice of ham.
Right.
And I want two. I'm paying $90. Give me 2 slices of ham.
Right.
Well, BTB Wood Fire Pizza and Grill. Go there. It'll be made to order. You can have everything from the Belgian waffle with the cookies and cream to the giant burrito, egg burrito that can be fried afterwards.
Sure can.
That is the size of a small baby Jesus.
Yeah. You've had this. You've had the burrito. It's on the specials
Yeah.
this month. It's the same size.
It's the size of an Easter basket.
Yeah, it
So
is the
it's-
size.
What we say it
of a
was 3.2 or 3.3.
Yeah, I think it was
pounds?
3.3.
Yeah.
Yep,
And if it gets
3.3.
busy, maybe Mark Hillman will cook for you.
From the crickets, I'd say no.
Is he trying?
I just wanted to
Oh,
say,
you can't.
God,
I
I miss-
figured you could cook.
God, I miss Mondays.
did you ever?
You
No,
worked
never
there. You
cooked.
never cooked.
I never cooked.
No. Would you trust him back there?
He handles the customers really. He was really good with customers.
See,
Yeah,
front of the house.
Thank you,
Yes.
Matt. Yeah, I did. I worked. My thing there was we didn't like bartending.
Yeah,
Matt didn't like it either. We don't like bartending.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to cook.
Right.
So I worked the floor.
Yeah.
You know, and when people got pissed off, I just knew how to.
You
You were like the red of Bathtub
Believe it-
Billy's.
believe
I
it
was
or
the
not.
red. That's
He was the red. He was.
look at this.
yeah.
That's nice.
I was proud of it. I was proud of the place. The place has so much history, so you had so many stories you could tell.
right.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Everybody had a story when they came there. They came and saw this game. They came and saw that game. So you got someone that's pissed off. All of a sudden, you calm them down. You start talking and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
right.
And then you'll get that one asshole you can't please, but most people you can
Yeah.
talk that you can get them down.
Well, once people start to calm down, they all almost get embarrassed by
Yeah.
you're right. You just do.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit.
I mean, I knew the menu. I knew the menu very well, and I knew
Yeah.
all that very well. So I was able to.
But you could cook if you had to.
No,
No?
Why would he?
No.
Handle the front of the house, man.
Yeah,
Everybody else
I
handle
could
the
go
back.
on fryers.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, that's probably.
I'll tell you what, I definitely couldn't cook. Not with the number of stuff coming.
Oh,
I
good
would
to
be.
be-
I wouldn't know how to begin.
That
I wouldn't know anything.
in that place.
That's like an Olympic event.
I think the
back
best.
there.
I think the best cook probably struggles in that place.
Sure.
You know,
And the BTB, yeah, it's massive amounts.
Yeah, it
It's-
is.
It's incredible.
It comes out on
I'd
time.
be like, what
delicious.
the fuck?
I know, me too.
I get confused.
I just cooked your fucking 4 hamburgers.
BTB Wood Fire Pizza and Grill. Oh, and don't forget Final Four Saturday championship game next Monday. So you want to catch all that.
And if you
You'll
want to
see it.
see Matt have a meltdown, that could be
It could be
that
Monday
could
night.
be
could
a
be the
Monday
meltdown.
night.
Why?
If Duke makes that final game and they lose, you'll see the meltdown.
Oh, I think Duke could be.
I think they could win it.
I do too.
Listen,
Why are you
Yankees-
hesitant?
Yankees just broke my heart a few months ago.
Yeah,
5 errors. You
I know. Well, the Yankees are looking good. And we'll get to that in just a moment.
Pods.
Chick is pretty talented, isn't she? Chapel Rowan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She almost has got an old country sound to
The
her.
old country, that sound's coming back.
Is it?
Yeah.
Speaking of country, did it come out with Morgan Wallen and his cryptic texts after leaving Saturday Night Live in the middle of the show?
No, he didn't leave in the middle of the show. He left at the end, and
He didn't
Saturday, the
realize-
credits were going up.
He
and,
didn't realize he was
He had
supposed
to go
to
to the
stand there
bathroom.
until after the credits.
and then he just wrote, I think, on his thing, "Get me back to God's country."
He doesn't
But,
like being in the city.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have went.
Well,
You don't want to be in the city? Don't go play on Saturday Night Live.
whatever. You got to play on Saturday Night Live.
Right, then don't bitch about
Saturday
it.
Night Live, I don't know that it has the same impact. I don't know that anything does on television anymore. But the Counting Crows blew up. Like, no one really knew who they were. And then they went on Saturday Night Live, and it was
Oh, sure.
August and everything else. And it was just used to have that power. I don't know that I don't know if that exists anymore for anything.
I don't know because I don't. Do you watch Saturday Night Live?
No, and I try to catch some of this stuff because I do find it sort of funny, but I didn't. No, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really.
I just mean in terms of network, man. I don't even know what the fuck it is anymore.
I can't remember what documentary I watched, but just the people that Adam Derwich was around
Yeah,
growing up.
yeah.
He was friends with the River Phoenix, all those people. He was there the night River Phoenix died,
Oh, really?
and he was talking about it and how it fucked him up and everything. And I don't remember what documentary it was, but it was,
I'd love
it
to
was
see
really
that.
interesting.
Yeah. Well, that dude was the one he banged both friends, right?
Yeah, Jennifer
Aniston and Courtney Cox. Yeah.
Did you see where?
That's your guy.
It's living, man. That's all right.
Sounds a pretty good night.
He was
Did I
just
see
like
what?
the
Did
clean
you see
either.
where Corey Feldman is saying that he was
Yeah.
supposed to play?
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest
Was
bullshit.
supposed to play what though? I forget.
On Leonardo DiCaprio's part in What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yes. Then that Johnny Depp got him kicked off the set.
Yes.
Might have been. Might have been.
Well, the kid's a dick. You imagine how shitty that movie would have been if he was that.
Who's the better musician, Corey Feldman or Joe Boccato?
Joe
I got
Mercado
Joe
all day
Mercado
long.
all day.
All day long.
Corey Feldman or the Morgan twins?
The Morgan twins.
I might have to go with Corey. I might have to go with Corey Feldman on that one.
Mark was saying, and this I had no intention to talk about this, but Mark said he wants to go to Australia.
Yeah, me and Miriam talked about. She says no, it's too long of a flight.
That's a brutal flight.
I heard though, it's a different plane you go on. It you have all this room.
Well, do they ever do? Remember, you ever see the planes from like the 60s and 70s where they had the bar and the smoking lounge and the
I don't
stairs?
think those ever existed.
I wonder the same
It
fucking
had to be
thing.
just TV, right?
I don't know.
Remember
My
the-
uncle was a pilot. I never asked him. I've never asked
Remember the plane in The Wedding Singer?
Yeah.
him. Yes.
I mean, it looks like it was.
Yeah.
It was all.
Just- right.
Exactly what you just
There
described.
used to be more than just a curtain between first class and the common folk, though. Back in the day, there was like almost a dividing
And
wall.
wasn't
there
there
was.
separate entrances too?
Yes,
you
there
never
were.
walked through first.
No,
class.
you did not. You did not walk through first class.
First
then they
class
did
is a
some.
rip off these days.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would think. I mean,
I just booked a flight, and the first class tickets were just as expensive as the regular
All right, so
flights.
now I'm gonna buy the first class.
And that's what I did. I'm like, I'm gonna pay the $125
Yeah.
for bags. I might as well.
yeah, because nothing flies free anymore, right? All
No,
that stuff.
Not even Southwest.
But I did see a story out of Australia, and this is going to feed to Matt. The lead witness, the lead woman who was sex trafficked in the Epstein trials, or the Epstein, I shouldn't say trials because there was never trials, but in the Epstein case, or whatever we want to call it, she has pictures of herself with who was it, Prince Andrew, and she's got all the big names. Gets hit by a school bus going 60 miles an hour
No kidding.
in her car
That's weird.
in Australia. And she said, and she's claiming on social media,
Oh, she's alive?
yeah, that
Ooh, that's a pretty
she
strong car.
she has she said it was a school bus. She lives in Australia now, and she said her kidney, like she's having kidney failure, all this stuff. She's claiming she has 4 days to live. Whatever a horrible situation. It sounds like her life has just been difficult. She was married and had 3 kids, but maybe separated and may not see the kids, and she just wants to see her babies. But doctors are telling her she's got like 4 days to live.
Spill it.
And
Spill the beans. Then.
this is what I'm saying, and I wonder. I go, accident?
No. Did she see
Accident?
Hillary driving it? Because usually she has something to do with it.
It's really hard to not read that story and become a conspiracy. It's just really hard to take that at face value. I'm sorry.
I'm becoming one.
Becoming a conspiracy theory?
I think so.
Why? You sat with Dan last week.
That's true. I found out something. We were talking about Helen Keller last week. Helen Keller didn't exist. There's no fucking way that Helen Keller did what she did.
Okay.
Someone made a good point.
Because she's blind, deaf, and mute. She couldn't speak. She couldn't see.
And she got fucking 5 degrees? 5 different degrees in college.
It is pretty weird.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Blind, deaf, and mute. Blind, deaf, and mute. Yeah.
I just think it was.
But she could write and stuff, right? I don't remember. I have paid attention to Helen Keller. All I remember were the jokes about Helen Keller. And
how do you piss off Helen Keller? Move the furniture?
Yeah. Move the furniture. Replace the phone with a hot iron. It's stupid, just dumb jokes. That's all I really remember.
Think about
That's
it, though.
what America does.
Think about it for a second.
Yes, I understand.
They have this stupid movie and it fucking shows her, doing all these accomplishments. They're fucking bullshit. I don't even think the freaking broad existed.
Helen Keller.
I think it was made up.
I'm gonna find somebody.
She's a huge.
I'm gonna find somebody who's done extensive research on Helen Keller. See if we can still find the some living relative or some living somebody.
No,
who
let's call the
interacted
college she went to.
Okay.
Yeah,
but they're not going to remember, right? They're
you're not going to remember Helen Keller?
It's got to be
No. What I'm saying
back
is,
then, now they're dead,
I don't know that there's going to be anybody who was around when she was around.
Well, no, she died in like 1927.
Yeah. See, this is the problem. It's like the 102-year-old guy coming in with a feeding tube on hot chicken wing.
25-cent wing or 50-cent wing now.
I can't fucking believe that. Please tell that story. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's just a 102-year-old guy. You had 50-cent wings for your birthday?
No, so what it was is this was back at Bathtub Billy's years ago. We did birthday wings. So how old you were, you got the wings.
Yeah.
You bring people with you. Everybody had to buy an entree, a drink, whatever. They brought in their 102-year-old uncle in a wheelchair with a feeding tube. Guy couldn't eat. Couldn't even take a drink.
I don't even think he knew where he was.
They were going to make him sit there and just watch.
That poor son of a bitch.
The guy had no idea. He didn't know his name, nothing. It was worse than Joe Biden. It was bad.
Oh, that's terrible.
You know darn well they went to the nursing home and pulled him out of there so they could get their free wings.
It has to be.
That's a lot of work.
Give me the oldest guy you got and change his diet before we leave.
Oh, God. Give us the oldest guy you got. But the Helen Keller thing is interesting. I never thought of it.
I didn't either.
I just took it at face value. I wouldn't even question it at all. It seems sacrilegious.
Someone mentioned it to me, and explained it to me, and I'm like, you know what? You're fucking right.
Yeah, but there were other people that were pretty like we would dismiss as handicapped, but showed great. I don't know.
They weren't blind.
Fucking Bill Moran.
Except for only person that did anything was Tommy playing his pinball.
No, who was the who's the astrophysicist that
Stephen Hawking?
Stephen Hawking, yes. And Stephen Hawking was like, right, but
his brain
theory
worked.
of relativity.
He could see.
He could see, and he could through a computer though, right? So he could do that.
Right,
I don't know what they did
easier.
with Helen Keller in 1927. They used
You guys should definitely look into this and do something about it on a Tuesday night. You wonder why people say, what the hell goes on in the show when Laura's not there? It's boring. You're fucking talking about Helen Keller and investigating what she did 100 years ago.
All I'm taking from this set is that Mark wants to go to Australia, and I feel like he would get drunk enough to want to fight a fucking kangaroo. And it would be amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
I would.
Yeah, he gets the shit beat out of him by a kangaroo.
Oh, I would love getting the shit beat out of me by a kangaroo.
Why?
It'd be fun.
If you got a video of that, though,
it's
make
a good
a lot of money.
Good story.
Some money.
It's a good story.
You put that on TikTok, you'd make a lot of money.
Wouldn't fucking midget, but got his ass kicked by a kangaroo.
Man has standards. The man has standards. Speaking of standards, baseball's back, and now they're saying cheating with the torpedo bats. Dave Portnoy went on from Barstool Sports, went on today and said this.
All right, real quick update here. I got to talk about the torpedo bats that have taken Major League Baseball by storm. This is, of course, the Yankees hired an MIT physicist to basically take wood from the other part of the bats, like near the handle, the label, and put it in the sweet spot, making the sweet spot bigger. They did this because Anthony Volpe sucks, and he kept getting jammed and sawed off. And we're like, how do we make him?
Do we agree with
It's
that?
actually on the logo of the bat, so it's not on the sweet part of the bat.
Yeah.
It's in further. It's also not a physicist. It's a guy who was a minor league baseball player for the Yankees, came up with this idea years ago.
Oh.
And it's been used in the minor leagues. But other minor leaguers make fun of the guys that use them because they say they need a bigger bat.
Yeah.
They had to hit the ball. So people are ashamed to use it. It's been around forever.
I didn't know this.
It's
I
approved by
thought
Major League
I thought it
Baseball.
was some. I really did think it was an MIT physicist on their staff.
No, this kid was a
Did they-
minor leaguer for them and didn't go anywhere.
Oh, and so they're just moving wood on the bat. It's
Yeah.
illegal,
Which
it's
is
the same.
every player does. Some have thinner handles, some have thicker
Yeah.
handles. That all the bats are designed, and then they have to be approved by Major League Baseball. So Major League Baseball came out the other day and said, "We have approved these bats. Anybody can use them."
Well, Portnoy is
That
still
means you're not getting your hands through quick
Well, he's
enough.
a
and
Red
you
Sox
stick
fan.
it.
And he also goes into. Did you watch this? Because he goes
Yes.
into it, shows himself hitting a
Yes,
home run.
when he was a kid, like he said, I was a
high school player.
Yeah, I know. When you're
You
a high
should do
school.
that instead of rating pizza. You'd be
Well,
better at it.
I think the guy who he was going after, who is it? Chisholm? Is that his, or is it Chisholm?
Yeah, Jazz.
He said something on social media like, yeah, okay, I'm playing at the pro level and you were a mediocre high school player.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to listen to you.
I think a kid has. What's Jazz had 2 home runs?
Yes.
I mean, Judge has got 4. He's using the same bat he's always used. Not using a
Right.
different bat.
And Portnoy's going to look at it. He isn't. He is.
Right.
Yeah, he's using one of those bats. But I don't know. I kind of love the fact that there's controversy.
They were talking about it.
I think it's fucking awesome.
Remember, baseball had the strike and nobody.
Yes,
gave a shit
nobody
about
gave a
baseball.
shit. I loved when they cheat. Man, I watched
And
when
Bud-
McGuire hit that 60.
Bud knew McGuire and Sosa had whatever. What the hell was that?
the
called?
Android or
Android.
something.
And
Yeah.
they had it in their lockers, and he didn't care because you know what? Everybody was watching baseball,
Sure they
and
were.
talking to baseball and going to baseball games again. It was 4 years after the World Series stopped.
And how many fucking guys took it and couldn't do that?
Right.
Because it's
Still gotta hit the
hand-eye.
ball.
You still got to see it and hit it.
But here's the thing, because if this was football and it was some other thing that the Patriots had thought of, they'd be fined. The whole team would be suspended for 5 games.
What do you mean?
Fined
Oh,
$20
like the
million.
bat type thing?
Yeah, if they figured out some new blocking scheme that was legal. I mean, how many rules did they change because of the Patriots? Bill's like, oh, I can jump over the line and block a kick.
Not as many as they've changed for Buffalo. I can tell you that.
Right. Buffalo's had changes.
Yes. Every time they lose in the playoffs, the rules change.
They change. Right. Because now they're saying with the down, and then they never had a chance. The overtime rules for playoffs changed because of Buffalo.
Right.
And they still can't get there. That's still not helping.
And now the person that's most talked about the push is McDermott, who runs the play with Allen as many times as anybody else does.
Yeah, he
They're
does.
just not successful with it.
No.
But yet you got Deion Dawkins
Well, that's
down the
why-
field pushing your running back 10 yards. That's okay.
I wondered if they were going to outlaw the tush push because everybody was getting it until Buffalo didn't. That I'm serious. I could see him outlawing it, saying it's an unfair advantage.
That's the thing that sucks about
And then
football.
Buffalo fucks it up.
You get a coach, you get a system of guys that come in and they figure out something that's legal by the rules that there's no issue with. You exploit it, you score with it, and then we're going to take it away from you because
I don't have a
Everybody
problem
can't be
with that
successful
rule.
with it.
I don't have a problem with the tush push. The problem I have is they outlawed it from happening on defense 5 years ago, 6 years ago. You can't do it on defense, but you're allowed to do it on offense. So
What
a
was
linebacker
happening on
can't-
defense?
like a linebacker can't line up behind a defensive lineman and push him through the line and get through the line easier. He's not allowed to do that. He's not allowed to use his back to jump on an extra point or a field goal. They used to do it all the time.
They did.
Now it's all illegal. But yet now you can take all your guys and just push the quarterback and push them. And the problem is,
So
like,
if a linebacker almost like pushed off, leapfrogged off a lineman's back,
it's a penalty.
it's a penalty. Son of a
That's the
bitch.
problem. Make it legal on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
But the reason why they got rid of the defense is they were having concussion
But
problems.
here's the thing. Well, yes,
they say,
and-
quote unquote.
that and we like high scoring games.
Right.
We're the casual fan, right?
Yeah.
Today with
Yeah.
everybody fucking distracted. The Yankees having their first 3 batters get up and hit home runs, and whether or not they use this bat, I think all but Aaron Judge did.
And
That's
it was, out of that, it was 4 out of the first 5 guys hit home runs.
Yeah.
First pitch.
yeah.
But I don't think Bellinger's using that bat. It was Bellinger. It was all guys that have been MVPs.
Oh,
in the league.
Bellinger
Goldschmidt,
may not have been using that
Bellinger,
bat.
Judge, and last guy was Volpe, who's the one using the torpedo,
Yeah.
but he was the 5th guy in the lineup.
So they're
to
stealing
do it.
signs hitting first pitch home runs.
Actually, it wasn't Volpe. I'm sorry. He flew out, I think. It was
But I love the cheating. Rookie from Japan on the Dodgers. They were questioning him. Was there sticky stuff? They checked him and all that stuff. But did you see what happened when he went to the dugout?
No.
Cried.
Did he really?
23-year-old guy.
Well, he got beat up pretty bad.
He
They
was
pulled him because he
yeah.
kept walking guys.
Yep.
And they don't want to make him get destroyed.
What do you go? An inning and a half?
Yeah.
I think he went an inning and a half.
And Dave
And
Roberts said, I didn't want to mentally put him through that because you're going to kill a guy's psyche like that.
This guy is going to need therapy because this isn't uncommon really anymore to have a pitcher go 2 innings, 1 inning, and then
All the
pull him,
time.
especially as we go into the playoffs and things. He was having a really bad performance. So that, this is it. But
Which is a weird time to check see what he's got on his. Obviously, he doesn't have enough, whatever he's using.
He pitched pretty well in Japan.
He did, and he pitched well the game 1 in Japan against it was the Cubs, but he still pitched good.
He pitched okay, but his manager is saying that he wasn't really great with the Japanese media, so he was like hoping that we get into like a medium market, maybe Minnesota, maybe
he chose to go there.
He's in LA,
right?
You're not going to get other than
unless
New
you
York.
go to the Angels. That's the only chance you had of not being noticed.
Right. I'm like, this is crazy.
But then you're going to be a Dodger or a Yankee within 3 years.
I think he went there because of Otani, so he was comfortable.
But it is weird because former players are saying that guy was cheating. Well, how do they know?
Oh, back in Japan?
No, former players of Major League Baseball watching it go, that guy's doing something. He's doing something. And I go,
that's an old has-been that's pissed off.
That's
he's old.
What I'm thinking.
It's like saying music sucks these days.
Yes,
and it was so much better 20 years ago, like our parents used to tell us.
Dave Portnoy never touched his hat in high school.
That's right.
He did not.
Now he touches pizza. And
I love I just think this showing emotion like that. I don't know what to think if a guy like he does. You can see it.
He's 23. He's young.
Yes.
And listen, most Japanese players that come over here do not work out. If you look at most of the time, Hideki Matsui, there were so many guys that didn't. And Otani's kind of changed that. Hideki Matsui actually changed it as a Yankee.
Did.
But most of them don't work out.
No. Who was the one with the Mariners, too?
Suzuki.
Ichiro.
Yeah, he was great.
Ichiro was great.
But Hideo Nomo was good for a couple years. And
there's probably 20 to 25 that don't make it, that get paid to come over here and then just bomb.
Right. But I've never seen, I don't think I've ever seen, other than a loss at the World Series, possibly a game 7 and you lose and then maybe somebody cries.
Definitely not my hat being checked.
No.
Give me my kid's meal back.
No, but I mean, I think he was embarrassed and have you ever gotten?
Well, you remember they hold you to a different standard over there.
Yeah, they do.
In cheating Japan. Is not. You don't get a suspension. You're done for life.
So
it's probably a major slap to his ego. And his
questioned of it because the umpire checked and gave him the all clear.
You're good.
Yeah,
but the umpire is going to check you every couple of innings. You might as well get used to it. Not even if they don't think
check
something's
you automatically
going on.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it's random. You might walk 4 guys in an inning. He's going to check you. You might strike out the side. He's going to check you. It's just when he feels like checking you.
That's interesting. I didn't realize it, but I saw the guy kind of tear up, and I thought, he's 23 years old. It's a different country. I go, but man, I would do everything I could. And then I was trying to think back to instances where you would be either so mad and you couldn't express anything that the only other thing that happens is your body's releasing tears and you're not really crying, but it's fucking mortifying.
That kid for the Astros cried too when they brought his family to tell him he made the roster. That was a cute little story.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Right.
That's all right. We're okay with that.
These 23 get pussies though.
When you get pulled, we don't want that. All right, we'll take a moment. Was Mark ahead of his time? There's a new trend. And I just wonder if you were ahead of your time back in the day a little bit. It's called Hotwifing. Talked about it a little bit the other day when you weren't here. But we'll tell you more about Hotwifing right after this. We
this
have
week.
a
Mark's
game.
here. At least usually Laura's in the bottom with me. Now I'm fucked.
All right, we
I've
will.
been on a losing streak though.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, you haven't seen my scores.
You can bring it back. We'll get to that right after this. Live from X Hamster. Your body is a wonderland. I'm embarrassed because I didn't click the camera on for that last set. It was great. Calm down. I like making videos of those ones. They're my favorite.
Do you think anybody ever sent a woman a video with this song and telling her how much he loved her and everything?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I think if he was really desperate,
Confess his love.
I've done a lot of shit, but I've never done that.
I've never done that.
John
either.
Mayer loves baseball.
Swore he's
too.
going to leave his wife.
I've never done a video like
Big Nationals fan,
at all.
John Mayer.
I've never done a video of confessing my love. That's for
No,
sure.
and I don't know that I would even want anything necessarily in writing, unless I'm married or something.
Yeah, especially when you're already married.
Right. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like at all these
Right.
days. I don't fucking, the world is
Like we talked about last week. Once it's out there, it's out there.
yes.
You know, like Laura said, once you send that, it's out there.
Yes.
You got to figure everybody's friends are going to, every one of his friends are going to.
Of course. And whether it be a dick pic or a confession or a whatever, that's the way it is.
It's true.
You haven't learned that from having Laura in here. I don't know when you're going to learn.
Well,
She got dick pics on her
I
phone
was
back
just
when it
gonna
was
say,
a Polaroid.
I know. I've seen more dick pics than I've seen in my whole life just by seeing Laura here
she's
a couple
got
times.
a collage.
She
That's
sure
what she
does.
It's all right there. Mark rated them.
It's a Pinterest board. She's got them all on her Pinterest board.
Now, you know what? Why can't they do Pinterest?
Ooh,
So you
there
could
go.
do something
Yeah.
like that. You know
it
what?
probably exists out there.
It's got
It's
to.
on the black
It
web.
has to.
Like you see the filthy stepmom getting plowed in some sexy lingerie that you like. You want your wife to be pinned it to your board.
Yeah.
Or you see her in a position you want your wife.
Why
in,
couldn't
put
you
it to
do
the
that?
board?
Pinterest. I kind of like it actually.
I guarantee it's out there.
It has to be, and it probably is
Trademark
on the
to
dark
Bill
web.
Moran.
No,
Productions.
no,
Let's
don't.
trademark it.
No,
Well, get it on the bottom ground.
Whatever gets the money in the door, you know.
Hell yeah.
I got to put my name up. I will. No problem. Whatever I can do to help and help myself.
Oh, well, speaking of that, get out to BTB. But I was so happy when I got that message. Somebody said to me, I finally went out to BTB. Absolutely loved it. The brunch was
great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I meant to.
Maybe it was Lauren's son.
No, it wasn't. But she did say her kid's like telling everybody.
His teacher.
Yeah, told his teachers. Got to get. You
When
know,
are we doing? We're going there for some Sunday. We've been talking about it for 2 fucking years.
You know what? That would be a good day to do this contest there too.
What, the eating?
No.
Oh, this
Yeah.
on a Sunday?
With this game. Yeah.
Okay,
Because like we do the music bingo. That's huge. If I did something like this, I bet you a lot of people will come out.
on a Sunday.
The only problem is you'd have to grade everybody's answers each question like we do for trivia. So you have
Yes.
to turn your ticket in.
Yeah.
Grade it so you have a little delay, and then the
Yeah.
next question. You couldn't do them right back to back.
Oh,
people are gonna change their
I see
answers.
what you're saying.
Here we're on our merit. We don't give a fuck if we win.
No,
But out there, somebody's gonna be like, that's
There's
another
people.
song?
There's people on the show that care if they win.
like who?
You.
Dan,
I kind of don't. But I mean,
can I get a banner?
Dan did say, "Can I get a banner?"
When he can beat Mark Hillman 5 consecutive times, I'll put a banner up for him.
That would be great. All right, Kevin, go ahead with the game. So it's one for the title,
One for the title,
artist,
one for the artist.
and then how far away you are in years.
Yep.
Right, and so you can add 2 if you get the title and artist,
I
but you're
should
off by
probably-
3 on the year.
I should probably.
So
print
then
out
it's
the
only
answers.
I'm
1
gonna ask
point.
you 10 times how to do this.
No, you just
I know.
you got it.
No, I fucked
did
it
it
up bad
right
last
now.
week.
You
I was
did.
minus. I was like 10 off.
It's very confusing.
Wait, it's 2 points for the song.
No, it's 1.
1 and 1.
One and 1. Right.
So if I get 2, let's say I get them both right, but I
Yeah.
get the year off by 5, it's -3.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
you got
That's
it.
how I did it last week.
Dumbest freaking thing.
Well, no, it's +3.
Oh.
It's +3. It's like golf. You're 3 over.
Okay, so it is golf.
Yes,
you want
it's
to
like
be low.
You want to be low.
minus.
Yes.
Okay.
And the last question has is from a movie,
Okay.
so you can get 10 points off if you named a movie.
All right. I like it. Here we go.
I'm trying.
No, I know. Got it right there.
I'm getting a fax.
No. It did sound like it.
I was
didn't it?
putting off
Oh
the
my
answers
God.
that I forgot to do.
I haven't heard one of those. Is this the song?
This is the song.
Great song.
Yeah, I'm already like. Centers, 1999. DJ Big Dog.
Not far. You're not far off.
Wait, did he DJ at the Centers?
No, Tiki Bob.
inside another yellow moon has punched a hole in the nighttime. I climb from the window and down to the street, and I'm shining like a new dime. Downtown trains are full of all those Brooklyn girls that try.
For a great version of this with John Mayer playing the guitar part of this.
He is a freaking monster.
I'm not a fan.
No?
No.
I really like him. He just
Any artist that's got the name John knows all about it.
he just plays
Hyatt,
with the dead
Mayer,
and Vegas.
Jagger.
But it's just as well.
Come on, Mark. I picked this one for you.
In a lifetime.
This is from a movie, too. It's not the bonus question.
Oh, really? I can't put the movie in there?
You can if you want. You don't get points for it, but if you want to throw the movie in there. It's the best Stallone movie of all time.
Every moment returns again in time.
It's about school shootings.
It is. I almost put old school theme that too with a bunch of different songs and an alternative meanings.
It's a creepy song.
It's about school shootings.
Yeah, it's about Columbine.
I'm doing terribly. Terribly.
Me too.
I didn't realize the Beach Boys covered this song.
When you are holding me, I never had a love of my own. Maybe that's why when we're all alone, I can hear music. I can hear music.
I figured I'd put one in there for Vinny's time frame.
Sound of the sea, baby, just
I know Matt's got this one. You might have the next two.
You did this one not too long ago.
come on.
The next one's for you too, Matt. Just so you're aware.
That's throwing me a bone once in a while. Because I certainly didn't know the last one.
Me neither. I got nothing.
Oh, yeah. So sad.
And no, it's not TikTok. You don't stop. So change your answer. I just wrote chick. That's all I wrote.
All
All I wrote was tick.
Now let's pour a glass of wine, 'cause now we're all
Give me a hint. They were at 90210.
That was last week.
Oh yeah, remember that? You
Were
said
they?
you know that. No, it was used another show though.
This is from a movie as well, starring Wesley Snipes and Ice-T. I'll give you a hint on that one.
I know that.
Should I let it go to the hook? Give him one.
No?
You did that on the first song.
No.
Well, the hook is the first word.
That's true.
All right, back to the top.
Daft Punk, One More Time, 2003.
I said One More Time. I did not have Daft Punk, and I had no idea, so I said 1997.
I said 1997.
It is Daft Punk. One more time for the year 2000.
So I'm up 2, plus 2.
So I'm plus 1, right? Because I got 2. I got the.
We're
I got
plus
the year
2.
up by 3. So I'm
So you're-
plus
Did you get
2.
the
Plus
artist
1.
as well?
No.
Okay, so yeah.
So what am I plus 2?
Yes.
You got 1 plus how many years off? 3. So yeah, plus 2.
All right, this is Downtown Train.
It is Downtown.
I
Train.
don't know who.
It's
Bob Seger.
It is Bob Seger.
Fuck, guys,
Is it
how did you pull that
1970?
out?
I love Bob Seger. Is it 79?
It is not.
It's earlier than that.
I have 82.
All right, I just absolutely shit the bed on this because Downtown Train was originally done by
Tom Waits.
Tom, yeah,
And Rod Stewart did a remake.
and then Rod Stewart did the remake, but
Well,
then
Seeger recorded it a month before Rod Stewart did and told Rod Stewart, and he claims that Rod Stewart stole the idea from him.
probably
So he
sure sounds like it.
He flashed
How the
out.
fuck did you know this was Bob Seger?
I love Bob Seger.
I
Hear
kept
his voice.
putting. I know, but I
Listen to
could
his
not.
voice.
I couldn't place it.
I love Bob Seger. I've seen
Yeah.
him 4 times in concert.
Jesus, I have to tell you, I've become a bigger fan over
I
the years.
love Bob Seger.
Yeah.
I wish he would tour again. His
Yes.
I think the last show I saw was with Mark. The guy goes 4
Mark
hours,
Morrow.
doesn't stop running around the whole stage. He was 77 years old.
I have no idea what year that I wrote 2001, not knowing. Yeah, you know, I'm fucked.
It was originally recorded in 1989, but he never released it until 2011.
Whoa. I'm
Okay,
fucked.
So you cleaned up on this one.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm 1982.
So I'm off by 10, so that puts me plus 12.
It's 2011, so I'm off by 32 years. So plus 30. Man, it's pretty bad when I get the song and the title right and I lose 30
He's gotta
fucking
get
points.
extra points for knowing it was Bob Seger. I don't know how.
Mark knows Seeger too. It was
that voice.
gonna be Rod Stewart, and then I found this version. Like,
Yeah.
this will throw you off.
Yes,
but
it did.
it's not bad though.
No, I like it a lot. Well, he's such
He
a-
hooks it better than Stewart.
Oh yeah.
He's got that Tom Waits raunch to it, but you can actually understand what he's saying.
2011. I didn't know he was still releasing songs then. I thought he was just playing his old shit.
It was
Right.
some remastered something.
This is Billy Joel.
It is
Yeah,
Billy
I know
Joel.
that. I don't know the song.
This is the time.
This is
This
the time.
All right, so I'm wrong because I was thinking this was a later album. I said 1998, and I'm thinking
I
I'm way
said
off.
77.
Oh,
I said 86.
One of you is in the hole. It would be Matt Reese with 1986. Billy Joel's "This Is the Time." So you got some back
So
on
I
that
didn't have
last
the
one.
title. So you get, what did I get for getting the
You
year?
get 11.
11 for the, because I have
One
the song.
for the year.
Or the, yeah.
Well, you get
I get 1 for the knowing Billy Joel. I didn't know the name of the song.
so you get 1 plus 10, so 11. Yes.
All right, I am now plus 23.
So it's a minus 11. Right?
That's a minus 11.
That's on a comeback.
Yeah, right.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
Look out. Yeah, well, wait, because all I wrote was tick for the last song. I don't even know.
You have this one?
I said in a lifetime. I don't know. 1988.
Do you know who it is? You've interviewed this guy. I believe.
It's not Richard Marx.
It's not Richard Marx.
Is it, I thought that at first too.
Yeah. But it's not Richard Marx. I can tell that. I don't
Kenny,
know.
Kenny Loggins.
It is Kenny Loggins.
I don't think I've ever talked to him.
1986.
You got anything over
I
there?
got nothing.
Kenny Loggins, Meet Me Halfway from the Over the Top soundtrack with Sylvester Stallone
Oh, yeah, the arm wrestling. Yes.
from 1987.
87.
Oh,
Is it called In a Lifetime?
Meet Me Halfway.
Oh, meet me halfway. So
I was one off.
So I didn't put a year down because I had no, I should have said
So you get, because you got title and artist. You don't have song and title though.
I don't have the song.
So you get 2. Well, no, you get 1 because your 1 offsets the other.
I'm plus 25.
I'm plus.
So if I didn't put a year down, what happens?
I don't know.
I didn't
I
think
know
to
the
guess.
song is called Kicks.
No, it's
No.
Pumped Up Kicks.
Pumped up the kids, right? Pump up the kids.
Pumped up kicks.
But I don't know who the artist was.
Foster the Kids.
Oh, Foster the People.
I have
Oh,
power to the people.
give him that. And then I said 2012.
I said 2010.
I said 98.
One of you is in the hole
Tell me it's Matt again, please. I want Matt.
with his second one of the day.
Yeah! Damn, dude.
Matt's closing in on a banner.
Yeah, right. 10, 12, minus 12.
So 2010.
2010.
Yeah. So then I'm plus one more. So that's I'm plus 26. All right. Now this one I don't even know.
I had no clue. I didn't put nothing down except for 1977.
I put down 66.
I put down 1964 because you said the Beach Boys covered it, and I'm thinking this is just around before music started to change. Like the Beatles and everybody started releasing stuff in like 64, 65, but there was still this.
I will tell you, one of you is in the hole. It's I Can Hear Music, the Ronettes from 1966.
Ooh. So then I'm plus 2.
I didn't get the title and I didn't get the song, but I got 1966.
I'm
And the
plus
Beach
28.
Boys covered it in 69.
Okay. All right. Here, come on, Matt. This is you, buddy.
That's Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac,
It is.
2010.
1997.
I said 1997. I don't have the artist or the
I
title.
think it might be 95.
It is
though.
Return of the Mac, Mark Morrison from 1996.
Oh.
So damn close.
Now, should we start? If you don't get the title and artist, that only helps you. It only helps you. But you did not.
Should lose a point for not putting.
Well, I wonder, should we start losing a point if you don't?
I don't know. I told you 3 weeks ago to figure out the scoring for this. I'll write the game. You figure out the
So if I'm
goddamn
right,
scoring.
I got the song and the artist, but I'm off by 1 year, so it's -1.
-1. Take one off your
Oh, you
score.
change the fucking scoring. I just figured it out.
Take one off the score.
I'm not changing shit.
Okay, I have no idea.
Color Me Bad with 2 Ds.
Oh God!
Gotta have 2 Ds.
So wait, now
Sex
this
You Up, or
I said
yeah, I wanna sex you up.
1993.
Nope, it was before that because I was in high school.
1994.
91.
One of you is in the hole.
Oh my God! Is he in the hole again?
Matt Reese, I want to
Hang the
sex you
banner.
up. Color
Hang
me
the
bad.
I was a junior
Hang
in
the
high school.
banner.
91
I
now.
was at, no,
He
because
can-
other than that, I got
He's
fucked.
close because
I wanna
you have the movie.
New Jack City.
It is New Jack City. I'll give you 10 off for that. Total your scores, Bill. You don't have to worry about it.
1993.
1991 was the year.
So I finished at plus 31. That's what I finished at.
13, 25.
If you can't up your score, you can't get a banner.
Good, I don't want one.
I want to see
I'm still a +5.
I want to see a 16, 17-year-old Matt Reese. I so badly do.
Remember going to the Corys and we used to play the song?
He probably dressed like crisscross, the shit all backwards, the dreadlocks.
No, I can't see that.
I was a
Back
jock.
when Matt had hair, he had the dreadlocks.
I had the mullet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then we went as far as we used to
I
shave
can't see that.
Yeah, we used to shave the sides of our
Yes,
heads a little bit
yes.
with the mullet.
Yeah, but like stripes going back,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, just did a thin one.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should do a mullet contest at BTB too. I bet
Should,
you could
yeah.
get something in there. Mullet contests are big.
I'm sure they are. I know they do.
They're
it-
back in. These kids are wearing them.
They are. I see
Tyler-
a lot of kids.
Wanted one.
Hockey.
I think Sam has one.
Hockey.
I haven't seen him, thank God, because I'd punch him in his face.
All right. Well, nice job, guys. And now
happy I was close.
I did not even know that Bob Seger did this song.
I didn't until this
now I
morning.
learned that. I love that. Yeah,
I didn't know
I'm not
about
a
the
huge
Rod
Seeger
Stewart
guy.
story. I knew he did the song, but I didn't.
I
Realize
didn't know that story either. That's shitty. If that's true.
By the way, this is the reason why I lost. Plus 30 on this song, 1979.
You
What
give
would
him
you lose
10.
to?
I lost to
won.
Mark. I only
You
had plus,
won.
I only had +5.
Mark didn't add up his score. He doesn't even know what he has.
Oh, so you won.
No.
You won.
Yeah. Because if you have +5, I was plus 31.
Yeah, but Mark, you got to be in the negative.
He can't.
Oh,
He missed
yeah.
a lot
He
of
was
years.
naming a lot of them.
He had-
And the one we were off on the
he had
years,
an-
he was close.
he
Yeah,
had
but
it in
the
the
years
hole.
is what it is.
He had one in the hole, and he had one the New Jack City at the end.
That's 10 points right there.
Yeah, it's 20 points down.
But everything else was wrong.
Yeah, everything else is wrong. So there you go. Matt Reese, the
Once in a while, I get
champion.
lucky once in a while.
Hang the banner. Hang the banner. That's what we need. We're going to hang an ex-hamster banner.
There you go.
Whatever works. For Kevin, another great game. Matt Reese, get out to BTV Woodfire Pizza and Grill. Don't forget, isn't it Burger Night?
Burger Night's Wednesday.
Wednesday night, right?
Tuesdays. So tonight is Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday
Yes,
when you
yes.
listen to this.
Yep.
Large one-top pizzas, $10, $4 tacos, and they're huge.
They are. I've had them. They are enormous.
Nothing is small at BTV.
You need a spoon to finish it.
You need a trailer.
Nothing we can talk about.
For the Soldier coming back on a Monday.
See you tomorrow.
That's right. Okay. I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you tomorrow.
The land of opportunity for me is just a curse. Tell that judge and make us feel. I'm tired of having to wait. Down here looking for